All right, we heard that airport's still the #1 target of terrorists, especially Al-Qaeda. So you would think that every TSA agent at America's busiest airport would go through a thorough background check. Think again. Apparently, TSA workers at Atlanta International Airport were on the job before their security checks were actually complete. They were just fingerprinted and said good luck. Joining us right now, a member of the Judiciary Committee who's outraged by this, Congressman Randy Forbes. Congressman Forbes, how does this happen?
Brian, I don't think anybody knows how it happens. The more we're looking at the culture in some of these agencies is moving far past embarrassment to frightening. When you think about the #1 target for terrorists, and we're taking the people supposing to provide our security force, and we're basically telling them, look, we're going to put you in the security areas, you're going to do the security checking, and then maybe we'll get around to checking your security later. It's kind of like us putting the metal detectors at the end of a flight and checking the passengers when they come off the plane instead of when they go on. It makes no sense. We need to get it changed.
And in case you think Congressman Forbes is overstating the would-be terror threat, here's the White House's chief counterterrorism advisor talking about what Al-Qaeda still wants to do. Listen.
Aviation has been a traditional target of Al-Qaeda. Their capability has been degraded significantly. We have taken off the battlefield the founding leader as well as other leading operatives. We have degraded their infrastructure, their capability to train, the capability to deploy operatives. So their capability has been degraded. Our defenses have increased, but that doesn't mean that we can rest.
Not rest or check in to find out who's working there. So they fingerprint them, and eventually they'll get to it. Congressman Forbes, are you now focusing on finding out if other airports are also doing this?
We're trying to find out if other airports are doing it and make sure we change this. But, Brian, you know, this is becoming kind of an everyday occurrence now. We see millions of dollars of guns going to criminals who use them to kill innocent people. Secret Service using prostitutes. We find out our embassies are paying off prostitutes with paying their medical bills so they won't talk. Now we see that our TSA agents who give absolutely no compassion, as you know, Brian, to young children or elderly people going on our planes, but yet aren't even doing security checks for the people that are doing all these security procedures. We ought to be outraged, and we ought to get it changed.
I'm sure there's some great people in the TSA, as you know. Are just saying that we've also heard some scary incidents. This from the TSA, quote, at no time was security at risk, and all new employees will still undergo identification verification and be subject to watch list matching. But they get to work while we do it.
And, Brian, one of the things, as you know, it only takes one situation for that to happen. It doesn't make any sense to do the checks after we put them in these top-secret positions.
A Republican out of Virginia, Congressman Randy Forbes, thanks so much.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, up next.